Here we go with the question number 15. The question: which one of the following essays holds that, as a method, realism is a complete failure? And the answer is The Decay of Lying, 1891 by Oscar Wilde. As we know that Oscar Wilde, along with Walter Pater and Beardsley, are associated with aestheticism. So he was saying that realism slavishly, imitates life, but art should be based on imagination and creation, right? That way, decay of lying means the deterioration in art is a consequence of this realism, and therefore, as a method, realism is failed. He said this, right? So that is the answer, 1891, the decay of lying. Then the first option, The Mark on the Wall, 1917. This is the year where Hogarth Press was started by Virginia Woolf and Leonard Woolf, right? So The Mark on the Wall is a short story where a narrator sees a mark on the wall, and it's a work of stream of consciousness, and he gets into the idea of how did it come into being, and then he contemplates on Victorian time and the present reality and so on. So there is comparison. Now the person comes and says that this is just a snail, and this is how this short story ends, right? So that is The Mark on the Wall, 1917 by Virginia Woolf. And D.H. Lawrence has written Why Novel Matters in 1936, which talks about how novel captures essence of life, whereas scientists, saints, and philosophers, they talk about fragments, right? Whereas novel is like bright book of light. That is, it contains life in itself, right? So that is 1936. And the fourth option, My Confession, is by Mary McCarthy. Let me read out Oscar Wilde. So Oscar Wilde lived from 1854 to 1900, and that is 1854. We have this Hard Times by Charles Dickens. Oscar Wilde, from 1854 to 1900, was a brilliant Irish poet, playwright, and wit, celebrated for his flamboyant style and razor sharp epigrams. A leading figure of the aesthetic movement, and he gained fame with the plays like Importance of Being Earnest, this is 1895, and his novel The Picture of Dorian Gray.